Hello and welcome to another episode of Space Update. Coming up on today's show, Blue Origin team up with NASA, Skyrora success with engine testing, Starship prepares for static fire, Starship space station, plus this week's launch updates. Let's get started. Now, our good friend Skyrora up in Scotland has started a series of full duration tests to validate its revised design of its 70 kN engine for their inaugural commercial orbit launch. For the first time, Skyrora's Skyprint 2 machine has been utilised to 3D print the engines, which effectively reduced production time by half and lowering costs. The updated engine design incorporates an enhanced engine cooling chamber, which boosts the cooling process efficiency and extends the engine's lifespan. In comparison to the original model, Skyrora's 70 kN engine can now be manufactured about 66% faster, with a 20% reduction in cost. During the engine test, various parameters will be assessed, including life cycle and full operational envelope testing. The engines will operate for 250 seconds, equivalent to their duration during an actual mission to achieve orbit. A successful test will be indicated by optimal chamber pressures and thrust levels, with no hardware damage. Each iteration of the testing process involving data analysis, design adjustments and manufacturing can be completed in approximately 3 weeks. And once qualified, the updated 70 kN engine will make history as the first ever commercial engine to employ a closed cycle stage combustion system, utilising a propellant combination of hydrogen peroxide and kerosene, better known as RP1. Although the system's complexity has previously deterred its usage, the higher specific impulse generated through this design will enhance the engine's overall efficiency. Best of luck to the Skyrora team on future testing. Starship updates up next, but first, your feedback matters. It helps us to improve our content and create videos that you will love. By liking and subscribing to Total Space, you'll be helping us bring the latest and greatest news in space exploration. So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to Total Space to stay up to date on all things space. Enjoy the rest of the show. Now, in a statement on June 15th on the 7 US companies collaborating with NASA to advance space capabilities. In a statement on June 15th, it was announced that Blue Origin is collaborating with NASA to develop integrated commercial space transportation capability that ensures safe, affordable, high-frequency US access to orbit for crew and other missions. It's great news for Blue Origin, considering they have a little rocket that can take off and land. Let's see if they can reach orbit. Or better still, finish developing New Glenn. After all, they need a rocket to get to space. But there you go. Now, in a slightly more plausible concept, SpaceX is collaborating with NASA on an integrated low Earth orbit architecture to provide a growing portfolio of technology with their near-term Dragon evolution and concurrent Starship development. This architecture includes Starship as a transportation and in-space low Earth orbit destination, supported by Super Heavy, Dragon and Starlink, including crew and cargo transportation, communications and operational and ground support. First key in this statement is integrated low Earth orbit architecture. We could potentially see Starship as not only a fuel tanker, but also converted into a low Earth orbiting space station. The sheer size of Starship in a hull, 9 meters in diameter and 50 meters in length. In comparison to that, the International Space Station, not so big. Starship would open many opportunities for bigger and better testing, research, and overall a more sustainable work and live in space. The second point, architecture includes Starship as a transportation and in-space low Earth orbit destination. This again reiterates the space station concept for a future version of Starship, plus as a transportation vehicle linked to the Human Landing System contract and possible transportation of 100 to 150 tons of materials to and from the moon for the planned future moon base we keep reading and hearing about. But fantastic news for all companies involved. I'll link a full statement below if you want to read it in full for all the other companies involved in this. Staying on the topic of Starship right now, Starship 25 is destined for the next orbital flight test for SpaceX. It successfully completed cryo testing and spin to prime test with its Raptor engines. Stack fire coming real soon for Starship 25. Updates on this as we get it. Now, this week's launch updates. On Friday the 23rd of June, we've got SpaceX launching another batch of Starlinks with their Falcon 9. Then looking further ahead, we'll potentially have a Virgin Galactic Spaceship 2 launch, end of June or beginning of July. And also we'll have a launch from Firefly, also targeted for the end of June and possibly beginning of July, but these are just estimated at the current time of recording. Then just a little bit further ahead, on the 1st of July, we'll see another SpaceX launch with a Falcon 9 launching a lucid telescope, which we'll cover a little bit more in a future episode. Right now, I want you to go like this video, hit that subscribe button, stay tuned for more awesome content right here on Total Space. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.